How important is it for the likes of yourself, just as a QS, like, but right even down to what you're doing now, being honest about costs and costing with clients and in regards to renovations?
I think right now, like everything is just so expensive, and people, regardless of things going up and up and up, and people charging more and more and more, people do only have a certain amount of money. So
Mm.
what I actually do is, in terms of that, right, I do with our home renovation projects. The first stage is a budgetary piece. I sit down with them, I walk the house, we chat about everything, we find out what their spec is, or what their expectations are, what's on their wish list for the house, and then I'll measure everything up. And essentially, what I'll do is I'll put a price on their ideas. Some of them will tell me their budget to begin with. So they might say, look, we've 100 grand to spend. And you know, by the way they're talking, this is going to be a 200
Yeah,
grand job, a
yeah,
grand job. Look, we've all been there.
yeah.
And then in other situations, they might say, well, look, we've about 100 grand to spend, and you're at about 120. So they might say, well, look, we can get the extra 20 grand together, sort of thing. And rough and tough, you're there or thereabouts. Sometimes what happens is that they might have to roll back in a little bit and maybe not fit like utility room presses and fitted wardrobes and stuff, if it's a case that things are coming in a little bit over budget. But it really is important at the moment, because people just have this fear that works are going to start on site. There's going to be loads of unforeseen things, and it's going to go from 120 to 180 overnight, and they're not going to be able to cover the shortfall. So I do find that people really do need that piece, because everything's just going up and up and up the whole time.